Hey, what's going on, folks? This is Cam Hillier from Miller's RV in Baton Rouge, and today I want to show you the Winnebago Solis 59PX in an all-new color. Okay, I know it's impossible to miss behind me, but before we dive into a little more detail about this Solis, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on post notifications so you can get updates every time we post awesome videos like this. So, let's check it out. Alright guys, before we go any further, I'm going to go ahead and excuse the wind. I know it's very windy right now, so hopefully you can hear us pretty well. But either way, I also just wanted to say, what do you think of this color? I absolutely love it. This is the all-new Spitfire Orange from Winnebago. I think it's beautiful. I think it's fun. It pops. Some people may not like it. That's okay. I think a lot will, because to me it just screams fun, and that's what camping's about. It's about having fun. You can see, if you don't know, this is the all-new Ram ProMaster chassis. This is the newest one because they've had 3 different changes over the last few years. This is the newest one. You can tell with the upgraded headlights, the newer grille, it just gives it a more sporty automotive look. Also, it's got the gas pressurized shocks on all 4 wheels, so it's going to ride a lot better. I always tell people that no one thought that the old 21, 22 ProMaster chassis drove bad until you drive one of the newer ones, and it's just nice. Honestly, it's really impressive. Every time I get behind one, I'm impressed with how smooth it is, and it's got great acceleration too, especially for a front-wheel drive vehicle, so I really like that. Also, we've got the camera that I want to show you, and we pointed this out before on videos of the ProMasters, but how your rear view mirror is a camera. That's one thing that I really love on this. So that's just a few of the Dodge things. And no, of course, the wheels are solid aluminum wheels. They're from Ram. They're not the hubcaps or wheels that Winnebago put on. They're actually from the manufacturer, so I really like that as well. And I like the look of them too. They're kind of mean. They kind of look sleek. They look good. So now we're going to jump into the Winnebago side of it, and I want to show you some of the really unique features this Solis has. Alright, so I am on the driver's side right now. If you've watched any videos or seen any pictures of the Solis, you probably recognized it. But this is our cassette toilet here. So this is going to be your black system, your sewage system essentially. So tank comes out easy like this. Right, there's usually a cap that goes on it. We haven't put that on yet, but you basically just turn it, hold this blue button, and everything drains out. It's very simple. I admit this freely. At first, when Winnebago started using the cassette toilets, I was kind of unsure about it. I was like, oh, that's kind of gross. I don't want to touch it. But after using them a few times, they're really convenient, because you can really, I mean, gas stations can say what they want, but really, if you want to, you can go walk into a gas station bathroom and dump it in there. If they don't let you, they don't let you. That's their thing. But if not, you know, I mean, even when you get home, you can dump in your home toilet if you wanted to. Like, it's very usable. You don't have to find a dump station and go out of your way. Basically, just stop whenever it's convenient to stop. This is going to be your Truma exhaust here, so it does have the Truma Combi inside. So that's going to be your water heater and your furnace. Also, below this is going to be your gray waste drain. So you just pull the cap. That's just like a normal RV. Nothing special about the gray drain. This is going to be your 30 amp power source here, and then behind me you might be able to see the generator exhaust here. This does have the Onan 2800i micro quiet generator, so it's extremely quiet generator. I always hope it's like laughable. It's so quiet. Just you start up and you're like, man, my lawnmower is like 3 times louder than that thing. It's really nice. It's cool because you can run that in national parks during quiet hours. It doesn't put off much noise. Also, it's powerful enough to run this. We've actually used the same generator to run some of the equipment in our office, like our printers and computers and all that stuff, whenever we've had hurricanes. So it's a really reliable generator, and one that I stand by. So we're going to swing around to the driver's side. Actually, we'll check the rear out first, and then go to the passenger side so we can check out some of those features. Alright guys, so around the back of the Solis now, first thing I want to point out was the doors here. Now, this isn't anything that's Winnebago specific. This is from Ram, so you're going to find us all your ProMasters, but I really like the doors that are on this. Again, they've been doing this for a few years, but I love the way they open all the way. So if you want to use this to load things, because if you think about it, this is a cargo van at the end of the day, that they've made into an RV van, or made into an RV. But the doors open all the way like that. I don't have to worry about them flapping and closing on me, or rattling and making a bunch of noise from the wind. They're very sturdy, but somehow light to the touch as well whenever you close them. It's a very nice feature there. So in the back, you're going to see that we have our Ram track here. We've got different attachments that we can put on that. Hooks you can tie down, or little, I should say, yeah, I guess you call them hooks. So you can tie down different gear here. So it's kind of like a small little gear garage, and you've got one there, one midway up, and then one all the way up. Actually, another one top. So you have four of those tracks here. On this side, you're going to have your water hookups here. So I love that it's got the instructions for each setting on the panel itself, so you don't have to break out a manual. You don't have to call somebody. You can literally just look right there. It tells you how you need to position each knob in order to do each function. Above that, you're going to have a hookup for an external solar panel. So if you do want to run an external solar panel, you can hook it to there. Those wires are thin enough where you can still close the door and have that hooked up. Also, you're going to have an external port here, so if you want to do your outdoor shower, I love that. Now, speaking of the outdoor shower, if you've done any research on the Solis, you'll have seen this before, or the Travados, any of the ProMasters from Winnebago, but you have your outdoor shower here. I absolutely love this. So you can just put your two arms here. The shower curtain is actually inside the van right now, so I can't show you that part, but you basically just connect these two bars here, and then you're going to slide the pin through. And like I said, there's a shower curtain that is inside that you'll just connect to here, and you can even Velcro it in there so it kind of hangs and covers everything up. Now, what I really like about this feature too is that, you know, Winnebago, they make these vans usable for you. It's because we're all different people. We all like to use things different ways. So if you don't want to use this outdoor shower, now these don't make any noise in my opinion when you go down the road, but if for some reason you don't want these here, you can just take them off nice and easy, no problem. You can take them off, store them in your garage, and you know, throw them on later. It's totally up to you how you use this van. That's why it's one of my favorites. So also you can see a straight shot through the inside of the van. We'll get to that in a little bit. But I did want to show you the storage that we have here. So you've got little, I'm not going to call it basement storage, but like little low down storage here. That's great for underneath the bed. You can put, you know, different gear here, especially like what I think is great there is like dirty boots or just dirty gear that you don't want to put in the rest of the van. You can just set right there and get it out of sight, out of mind. So I really love those two storage compartments. So we're going to swing around so you can see the entry door side now, and show you a couple features on that. Alright guys, so around the passenger side of the van now, again, now the sunlight's hitting this color is just beautiful. Say what you want about it. I think a lot of y'all like it. It's just awesome. So first thing I want to point out is the step up here. So you don't have this on the driver's side, but you do have it on the passenger side, entry door side, so it makes more sense on that. I mean, this thing is sturdy, sturdy, sturdy. It's not a step that comes in and out as the door opens. I like that more because I don't know. I feel like more moving parts, you know, sometimes more trouble. I know a lot of people say that, but I don't know. If I have a step that's just out here and sturdy, I really, really like that. Because like I said, I can kick it. It's fine. If a rock hits it, I guess that's probably fine too. But on either side of this step, you've got hooks right here. These are great to tie a dog to. If you're just out hanging outside, little Fido wants to run all around and you don't trust him not to, you know, leave your area. Or if there's a leash law in the campground that you're at, then that's a great place to tie the pup to, and you guys can all hang out here and relax. Down low, you're going to have your propane fill here. So this is just your regular propane fill-up tank. I want to say it's 18 gallons of propane that you can put in there, and that's going to go for your Truma system as well as your stovetop. So that's what the propane is used for in that. So we're going to check out the inside. Guys, this thing is so nice. I do want to point out one feature, and I forgot to mention it. We'll show you what it looks like in a bit. But they do have a screen for the back door too that I love, and it's going to be the same style of screen where it's basically it just rolls down and it's magnetic. So again, this is the same concept as the one that's out on the two back doors, but I love this screen door. So if you see right now when it's zipped down all like that, there's no hole. Bugs aren't going to get in that. I mean, it's done really, really well. Whenever you go in or out, instead of having to unzip this thing or unclip it like some of those cumbersome systems are, you just close it and look at that. It just magnets back to itself. It's really, really a good system. I absolutely love this screen. So I did want to point that out before we head inside. But yeah, without further ado, let's check this thing out. Alright guys, so we're inside the Solis now. You can see the dash area behind me. We'll get a little bit more into that later, but you can tell it's the same beautiful dash that you've grown accustomed to with all the new Ram ProMaster. Is really great. So right now I'm standing right underneath the pop top of the Solis. So this pop top is a feature that they've used for a few years, but it's something that I really love, because you don't find a whole lot of B vans that can sleep 4 people. With this one, you sleep 4 no problem, and actually you can get the, I don't think we ordered it on this one. We can get the Luna bed though that goes across the front, so you can really sleep 5 if you want to. Four adults and 1 kid if you need to. So that's really a plus for me. But also, like, some people say, okay, well, I'm not going to sleep. It's only ever going to be the 2 of us. We don't need the pop top. Yeah, you might be right, that, you know, because you do have the beds in the back. But the great thing about that, about the pop top, is if you're somewhere where it's really nice weather, somewhere where there's beautiful stars, like you're out in Utah, you can unzip. You can see this right here. You can unzip the screens. Now there are 2 that are made of mesh material and 1 that's made of like a clear, I don't quite know what it is, but it doesn't let air through. Basically, you can see through 3 sides of this, so you can see everything around you. It's really beautiful, and whenever you open it up, you get a nice breeze inside. So I really love that. Also, you're wondering probably, how do you get up there? So the ladder is here. It's a 2-part. It's a 2-piece ladder. Very easy to put on or put together. Basically, just slide that, and then you're gonna snap that. And snap that, and then we will put it like so. Easy peasy. Sorry for that squeaky noise. It probably needs to be oiled a little bit. Yeah, but I really like that. We do have 2 captain chairs here that both have 3-point seat belts. That's a big plus. And then also, you're going to have all your controls here for your Truma system, your generator controls, your levels monitors for your gray water, and then your fresher tank is actually your fresher monitors back there. Then also, of course, your solar controller here too. Now, I do want to point out the Solis does have heated tanks, so that's a big plus. I know a lot of you like to camp in places where it's really cold. Unfortunately, it's not very cold here, but that's a good feature to have too. So I want to flip around now so you can see the lavatory and the kitchen area. I think you're going to really like it. Alright guys, so we're flip the camera here so you can see the straight shot through the back of the Solis. So I do want to point out our burners that we have here. So you have 2 gas burners. I really like that. Induction cooktop's great, but I cook with gas at home, so this is a little bit more natural for me. And it does have a striker too, so you don't have to worry about bringing that little candlestick lighter. So you can't see this part, but there is the fridge here. This is a feature that they've done on the Solis for quite some time. That it's similar to the Revel, if you've seen our videos on that, where you can access the fridge while you're outside the camper too. So you're outside hanging out, you can reach in, grab it, and open it, and you can still get your drink whether you're inside or outside. So I really love that feature. And also, like everyone loves to point out, it does have like 6 little egg holders, which we go through 6 eggs a day. So that, you know, but it doesn't matter. It's got egg holders. That's cool. Also, you've got a little extended tabletop here because you don't have a ton of countertop space. You don't have a sink cover. I would say you got this very easy to make. You can manufacture a sink cover very easily. But if you don't want to do that, you've literally got that much tabletop extended there to just help with prep space and stuff like that. Also, the seats that are here. So these are beautiful seats. They're embroidered pretty well. I love the handle here. TJ pointed out that this is a great handle. It kind of made me think. When we used to go camping, my dad was. He was a wild driver, man. I mean, you know, you had to be careful if you were walking around the RV while he was driving. But this would be great. So if you go to the bathroom and, you know, someone's driving, like I said, this thing drives really smooth. But hey, if they're, you know, jerking around, going left and right, then, you know, you get out of the bathroom and hey, you know, you're stable just like that. So I do like that, and also it is very stable. So that's pretty solid there. I pointed out the control panels earlier. You can get a good shot of them there. But yeah, so this is our bathroom here. So it's like I mentioned when we were outside, it does have the cassette toilet tank. So you've got, I think it's 5 gallons that's on that. I think it's 5 gallons. I'm actually seeing, I said it was the 18-gallon propane tank. Whenever we were outside, I was wrong. I was very wrong. It's 6-gallon propane tank. So a good bit smaller, which actually makes sense because, like I said, you're only running your furnace, hot water heater, and the burners here. So that's plenty. But yeah, so we've got our bathroom area here. With the cassette, it is really easy to use. Also, I love about this toilet, it is turnable. So since you have a wet bath, space is at a premium, but you can actually turn this toilet to give you more legroom depending on how you're using it. If you're using it with the doors closed, you can turn the toilet that way. If you're using it with the door open, you can turn the toilet this way. Or if you're showering, you just want it out of the way. It's really not bad. Also, you've got a little hanging rod here, so you can use that to hang clothes. Whenever it's dry or whenever you're traveling. I know everyone needs a little bit of extra space, so that's a plus. Yeah. Oh, I mentioned it earlier. So this is actually your levels indicator for your fresh water tank. So it's got a little light behind this, and it's a live shot into the fresh water tank essentially. So you can see exactly how much water you have. You don't have to wonder what's, you know, how much water is 2/3, how much water is 1/3. Instead, you literally just look here, and you can see exactly how much water is in it in real time. Also, you have your Eco Hot system here. I like this system. I don't. When I use the Solis to camp, I didn't use this often, to be totally honest, but I do like it. It basically is where when you open your faucet, typically you have to wait for the water to get hot, and you waste gray tank space, you waste fresh water. What you can do with this preheat, you just turn it to preheat, you wait a minute, give it 60 seconds, and then turn it back to normal, and then you don't have to waste any water getting it hot because the water in the line is already warmed up. So as soon as I open this, then it's going to be hot. So it's great for taking showers, so you don't have to waste so much water while the water is heating up. And it's even great just if you're, you know, if you're going to be boondocking for a while and you want to conserve as much as possible. So I do like that a lot. We're going to scoot back a little bit so you can see the bed. I want to fold that down so you can get a nice look at that and some of the storage that you have in the bedroom area. Alright guys, so I'm at the back of the Solis now. I'm standing right below our AC unit here, so it is non-ducted like on pretty much every van. But you do have these little little small ducts you can point here. So you can direct aim these directionally. Also, you have one in the back and front, so you can kind of spread out the air. Pretty good. And since you don't have like a bunch of closed off spaces in this, it still cools really, really well. Also, I forgot to mention that all of these cabinets, so they actually have magnets up top of them on the ceilings or in the corresponding areas that hold them up. So I really like that because it's really easy for like storing stuff. Instead of having like those little arms here that hold it open, that takes up space in the inside. This is just magnets here. It's really sturdy and it's really easy to like load stuff into it and all that jazz. So I really, really like that feature. And when it snaps closed, it's solid too. So your bed is here to my left. So to release it, actually I'll show you before we release it, you do have a cool air. So I know so many people, even though I know like they've had the great recall of people working back in the office, I know a lot of y'all can still work remotely, or even, you know, semi-remotely. So you do have like a little desk area here. You can put a chair, and you can sit there. Or a great thing about it too is if you're not going to work remote and you're still just camping in it, this is a great thing because it adds extra prep space, extra countertop space. Now you say, okay, well I'm never going to use that. I don't need it. Okay, that's fine too, because it is removable. So you can, again, similar to the outdoor shower rods, if you don't want them, take them off. You don't need it. It's really, or you don't have to have it in here. You know, if you don't want it, take it off. So then we're going to fold down our bed here. Oh, actually, golly, I'm forgetting stuff here, guys. So underneath the bed, you're going to have storage here. This is going to be some stuff that comes from Winnebago, some hoses and stuff like that. And then also in front of that is going to be your jack and your tire pump that comes from Ram ProMaster. And then to the right, you're going to have storage here, different little cubby bins. You can put a lot in that. Those are actually a good foot and a half deep, so that's pretty nice there. And then also you've got storage that's right here too, a little pull-out drawer there. Now I mentioned the ruggedness of this Solis, but I didn't quite mention the floor. So I really love the floors on this. It's got like a bump to it, kind of groove. It almost reminds me of like almost like medical grade flooring. Like, it seems super easy to clean. It's not like just like your regular you know, really like pretty flooring per se, but it's very durable. It's very easy to clean. You know, it's not something that you can stain very easily, honestly, and it's not something you can even like cut up very easy. It's like sometimes on like maybe the floor on the Travado, and I love the Travado, but maybe the floor on that may not do as well when you're throwing gear into it. This is going to do just fine. I actually have a customer who has a Solis. It's the 59P, so it's one without the generator. But he has it, and he uses it for scuba diving and throws his gear in the back of it, and it still looks great back there. So it's very, very durable and well built, and all of the outsides are lined with metal here. So again, this adds durability. If you knock something into it, you're not going to hurt it. So I keep trying to fold this bed down and find something new to show you. We're going to fold this down now. That goes like that. Now, a great feature of the Solis is for taller people. So in the typical width of a van, you would be really, really close to hitting your head. So you have two cutouts on either side, about 2.5 inches on either side, that adds to your headroom and feet room. So if you lay on this, I'm going to lay on it. I don't normally do this, but I've got plenty of space here and I'm about 5'11", so plenty of space here, and I've still got a few inches that way. So you might be tight if you're like 6'1", 6'2", but it's still doable. And most people don't sleep straight up is the thing. Most people are, you know, you bend your legs a little bit or something like that. And I know some people, you know, some people cough and sleep. You know, that's, if that's you, that's your own thing. You got to figure that out yourself. But you got a good bit of space here, and then you also have storage that's back here. So you couldn't see this when the bed was folded up, but this is big time storage here. It's not the deepest, but it's really long, so you can fit a good bit of stuff in here. And then this is actually, I thought this was in the front. This used to be in the front on the Tirada, or on the Solis. They must have moved it back here. This is a roof access port, so it is pre-drilled if you do want to add any type of cell booster or something like that. So then to fold this bed up, it's really, really simple. Basically just fold like that. And then we are going to grab this. And easy does it. Now it's back to the gear garage like we had before. So guys, I really like this. I want to show you the dash before we wrap this up. But man, I mean, this 59PX really impresses. Alright guys, so we're in the driver and passenger seat, the cockpit area of the Solis now. I swiveled the seat. I want to let you know both seats do swivel. I just swiveled this so I could face you, so it'd be a little bit easier. First thing I want to point out was the mirror that I spoke about earlier. So right now it's in the camera setting. So this is a camera of what's behind us. You can see, even you can tell in the video, this is so clear. Like, it's extremely clear. And you can change the angles of it. You can literally tilt it down like that. You can change the brightness. You can see that's a pretty good pitch there. I would say I wish I could tilt it a little bit farther down, but all in all, it still really does well and serves a purpose. And this is changing brightness here. If you wanted to use it as a regular backup camera or a regular rear view mirror, flip that down and there you go, easy peasy. And when it's in a camera mode, you can change it any way and it stays, you know, showing you the same stuff. So I really, really like that feature. You can see that you've got a big display here. You've got navigation on this. You've got Sirius XM you can get as well. You can do Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. And also you can just access a lot of different vehicle features on this too. That are not looking like they're showing there. Yeah, you can access a lot of different vehicle controls on this too. Your safety and driving assistance. It can really do a lot. So I'm glad that Ram upgraded this dash, or upgraded this, you know, console system here in the last few years. Climate control here. This is how you can lock your doors here. And then on the steering wheel, you do have your steering controls, your cruise controls. You can control your dash area from here as well. So all in all, it's a really comfortable ride. It's very ergonomical. Yeah, I really like it. It's a pretty comfortable drive. Like I said, it's very smooth too. And one thing that I love, so some people kind of find it weird first time they drive a ProMaster because you don't really have much hood. Like, I literally can't, I almost cannot see the hood at all from this angle. So that part takes a little bit getting used to. But the huge windshield is great because you can see a ton. So if you're driving somewhere in the mountains, you don't have to like crane your neck. You can actually really see a lot. So I really, really like that. But yeah, all in all, guys, the Solis is really great. If you want to check out the price, click the link below. We've got prices and pictures of all of the inventory that we have available now. So check that out, guys. If you want to come by and see this thing or test drive it, ask for me. My name's Cam, of course. And we appreciate it as always. Enjoy the journey. Hey there. Thanks for watching this video. So we want to remind you again to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on your post notifications so we can keep you updated with the best that the RV industry has to offer. If you want to stick around and watch some more videos, we've got a link for 2 videos here. So we'd love for you to stay and look at that. And if there's anything else that you want us to do videos on, leave comments. Thanks, guys. Enjoy the journey.